Hey guys, and welcome back to the Chaotic Kids channel, where I am Michelle, document my life here on YouTube as I try to become a full-time author, while also traversing the world's multiple personalities. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. But today we are going to be having a discussion about June and the summer and my goals. So let's get into it. Okay, so today is May 26th. I don't remember if I've told you guys, but I did cut my hair. It's nice and short now. Hopefully I'll be a lot cooler during the summer. But if you guys have not watched my recent video, I was talking about how I am not going to be releasing book 7 of the Bugztopia PD series this year. My goal was to release that book. We'll just start releasing season 2 of Bugztopia, which is books 7 through 14? Yes, 7 through 14. But that's just not going to happen anymore because of financial reasons, which really sucks. Just really sucks. I wish I could. But it's not in the playing cards, so I'm going to just wait maybe I think the maximum to wait is 3 years. If I'm unable to release it in 3 years, I don't know what I'll do. I really don't know, because I am somebody who wants writing to be my full-time career. And I don't want just these 6 books out in the world. Or 7 if you include the omnibus. But I'm just I want to continue to release books. I want to continue to create my work and show it out there in the world. I just have to wait for finances to come in. So hopefully by 3 years, I'll be able to have more steady income with my job. Maybe even have a second job. Just hopefully by 3 years I'll have things figured out a little bit more, which is really what I wanted. What me and my brother decided would be best for me. So what am I going to be doing this week, this summer, since I'm not going to be hardcore publishing any books or getting ready to publish any books? What's my game plan? I want to say hardcore publishing because books 1 through 6, so those books up there, are already pretty much ready to be released. All I had to do is do a little formatting, changing the covers and stuff like that. But books 7 through 14 were going to be really me doing edits and doing things like that. But I'm not doing that anymore, so what am I going to do to spend my time? I am planning on... So I've been hearing people do the 75 hard, or Jenna Streety is doing the 185 challenge, I think. Is that the right numbers? I don't know. But people are trying to improve their life in 6 months or in X amount of time. And I'm just I want to do that. But I'm kind of scared. Well, scared... Actually, no, I'm scared. I'm not even going to say that I'm not scared. I'm scared of that because I am somebody who has multiple personalities or dissociative identity disorder or something along that spectrum. I've never been officially diagnosed with multiple personalities or dissociative identity disorder. But I also haven't been officially diagnosed with anything, So I'm on the weird, sort of diagnosed, sort of not diagnosed. It depends on who you talk to and what day. But what I mean is I'm a system. I am somebody who has alters. My 3 pen names are alters within my system. The current person you're talking to is primarily Michelle, but also at this point, we're not sure who Michelle is, if that makes sense. But yeah, so we're wanting to improve our life, not only just because we want to get back to publishing, but also because we're feeling very stagnant in our life, and it's time to kind of get out of this funk and just be okay, we're gonna do this. We gotta put our heads down and do it. So yeah, this is kind of what we're gonna be doing. So instead of the 3-month challenge or a 6-month challenge, this is just hopefully a new way that I'm gonna improve my life. Just regular things I'm gonna do to improve my life. So first of all, I want to read more. And I want to read physical books. So I have 12 books that I have in my not pre-ordered. I have 12 books on my TBR shelf, physical books, if not more, I think. But I want to get into reading them, and because I typically do my reading at night, but I use it on my phone on Wattpad, Which, like, there's nothing wrong with using Wattpad. It's just, I want more variety, I guess, is the way I want to look at it. Because, like, all I pretty much read on Wattpad is pretty much the same thing. Werewolf romances with, like, an alpha male and an abused female, you know? That's kind of all I read, and I'm like, I kind of want... Like, that's just something to, like, pretty much just make me forget about the day. But I would like to read something that's... Because, like, okay, I feel like I'm bashing, but, like, the books that I read on Wattpad are very much all the same thing. I want something a little bit more different. To keep not only, like, myself as Michelle entertained, but also everyone in my system entertained. Like, we have 3 books over here that we would like to finish reading, hopefully, in June. Like, these 3 books are the books that we want to finish in June. So, we want to finish the Nocturnals. This is a book that our littles want to read. We have, like, 3 books that the littles would like to read. We're only at page 35, and there's, like, 100 or 200 pages in this book. Hold on. There's 220 pages in this book. Yes, 220 pages in this book. And our littles, so the littles are our younger authors, so they're more like children age. Like, I don't want to give ages, but they're on the younger side. And they want to get back to doing more fun things for them. And that would require more reading, like, childlike books, or, like, you know, middle grade books, or, like, chapter book, like, more books that are a more younger side. I don't know if that makes sense, because Bugztopia is also younger side, but Bugztopia is something we created. We want to read something that other people have created for, because, like, the littles want to experience something other than what Shelley tells them all the time. So we want to read that. And we also just want to do a lot more coloring for the littles, because they want to come out more, which I, as Michelle, need to accept, but it's going to be hard, because I don't want to be looked at like a child, so I don't want my child alters to be out. Anywho, another book that I want to read is Writing Irresistible Kidlit. This is a book that Shelley wanted to read, and it's also a book that we're just wanting to read for getting better as being an author. Because I primarily see, for the most part, us writing in, like, middle grade, young adult age ranges. We do have some ideas for adult books. We just don't have any craft books on them, I don't think. Our craft book selection is back there. We want to get more, but just not yet. And then something that me and my system are just wanting to read in general is Complex PTSD from Surviving to Thriving. This is a book that our med provider suggested for us, like, back when we first saw her, and, like, it's been over a year now that we've been with her, and it's just, we want to get back to reading it. We're on, like, chapter 5. Yeah, we're on chapter 5. I'm not sure how many chapters there are, but, like, there are different parts and stuff. There are, hold on, I gotta flip through pages. Like, this is one of the mental health books that we want to read. This has 16 chapters. Well, 16 is, I don't know. I consider it 13 chapters long, but they're big, bulky chapters. These are just things that us as a system want to read, so we can kind of understand ourselves a little more. But also, once we get done with this, we want to go, like, we read books in, like, as they are written in the story, you know, from one page to page 2, you know. But we want to go back and, like, highlight and annotate it a little bit, like we're doing with the Kidlit. We want to do with the mental health book too. But so we would like to do more reading in general this summer. All the way, so this is, our game plan is to pretty much do this. We want to do this regularly until probably, like, August. If August we have problems, we'll stop it then, but we want to keep this consistent until August. But even then, probably longer, so I don't know. August just sounds like a good time, because that's whenever school starts. And we kind of want to do things different with work. I'm sorry, I'm going all over the place. But so that is one thing we want to work on reading. We also want to working on our job, like for our full-time shift, which is 2 days a week for 4 hours at a shot. Like I said, we have multiple personalities. There's GID, and it's a challenge to be working all the time, like to be trying to front as one person, but then also having like 20 different people chit-chatting you, like talking you up every second of the day. So yeah, we want to do that. Like in 3 months, we want to, is it in 3 months? Yeah, roughly 3 months. I'm just going to consider it 3 months. But so in August, hopefully by that time, we want to have worked every single day, every day that we're supposed to be down, every shift, full time. And if we do that, then we will give ourselves another puzzle. So you guys don't see this in this room, but I am somebody who's addicted to 3D puzzles. These are the kind of puzzles I like. And I just recently bought this one because I was like, oh, I've been improving on work. But I'm like, I remember how much fun it is to put them together. And I'm like, I want to build more of those and I want to have more of them. So I'm like, I need to work my shifts to be able to earn these. So yeah, I'm going to be working harder on work with these as my rewards. There's no real rewards for reading books. They're just kind of reading the books because I enjoy reading the books, you know? But yeah. And then, so I want to improve my life by reading more, by working more. I also want to improve my life by writing more. So I am an author. I hope you guys realize that. I have 3 pen names, and I lately have only been writing like maybe 1,000 words a week. And that's usually 1 day a week, which is kind of rough because us as a system, we really respond well to creating. But it's hard for us. I say it's hard for us right now because our dad, me and my dad, okay, sorry, there's so much conversation happening. We and our dad, so us and our dad are rebuilding my back porch. Well, the back porch is already redone. But we are going to be residing it, residing, I swear I can talk. Residing it, rewindowing it, and probably doing inside work too this summer, where we are going to be rewiring, putting drywall up, insulation and stuff like that, all throughout this back wall. And part of me is like, oh, we're like halfway done, but we're probably only a quarter of the way done. But yeah, so we're doing that a lot of this weekend, this summer. So it's gonna be, I don't remember where I was going with this. Oh, I was talking about writing. So I want to do more writing, while on top of that doing the work for the house. Now the problem with that is me and my dad have been working some days from like 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 or 7 at night. Usually we only stop at 4. We usually stop at 4, but there's been some nights where we stay up 6 or 7. It just depends on when Dad gets tired and when I get tired. But I want to write more, and I can't do that if I'm always working on the house. So I think I'm going to be trying to wake up at 6 o'clock every morning, which is terrifying for me because I like to sleep in on days that I don't work. But I am wanting to improve my life, so I'm like, I need to wake up at 6 o'clock. Saying that, I'm like, I am terrified of it. But so I'm going to get up at 6 o'clock every morning, start writing. Well, it depends if I work or not, but I want to get to writing by like 6:30. And to do that, well, I don't say to do that. I have this I'll talk about in a little bit. But so with that, I want to write in Grace's, Maris, and Shelley's books, so all 3 books. Hopefully I'll get into more work on Grace's and Maris's story, just because I've been focusing so hard on Bugztopia. It's time to like give the other stories a chance. But yeah, I need to get back to writing. I just need to get back to writing for my mental health. And I didn't know when to bring this up, but I bought a new notebook a couple days ago when I bought the 3D puzzle. This is a Peter and Potter. You can see that it's Pauper, Peter whatever press. These are notebooks that I use specifically for Shelly, which Grace and Maris are a little jealous that Shelly keeps getting to have new notebooks and they don't. But it's complicated. We'll have to go into a whole conversation about what's going on with Shelly's world right now. But yeah, so we have a new notebook for Shelly. We've got reorganized / reworking stuff for Maris and Grace, and yeah, I don't know if this video is making sense. But so what I'm basically saying is I want to improve my life with reading, writing, work. Did I talk about spiritual? I don't remember. But with my spiritual, I want to get back to praying. Well, I don't want to get back. I've never done this, but I want to pray the rosary every day. So at 6 o'clock, get changed, get dressed, and then pray a rosary, and then go out throughout my day. That's my game plan. Yeah, so I want to improve my life in several different ways, and I'm hopefully going to document it, but like I said, it's going to be hard with us working on the house, just because if we're working on the house from 8 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock at night, I usually go to bed at 8. So how am I going to find time to record? I don't know, but we'll find a way. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. I hope this video's made some sort of sense to you. Yeah, I hope you guys will have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye!